They are predicting 120 millimetres over 4 days.
Mummy's going to do some walking in the water.
Where's my towel?
We're about to start kangaroo hopping now.
I was airborne.
So was I. I've snapped both ratchet straps. Well, I think I hit the car. So I've been to the hospital. So does it feel like a little bit of a repeat right now?
In this episode, we leave Port Lincoln and head to Coffin Bay to meet up with mates. We nearly lose the tinny in the process. At Sheringa Beach, Sam gets injured and has to go to hospital. And then we blow our second turbo in Venus Bay. Take a look. Predicting 120 millimetres over 4 days while we are in Coffin Bay.
So we might get a bit wet.
So I don't know how that's going to go down. We'll see how we go.
It's going to go very wet now.
Yeah. We arrived at camp and then set off to meet our friends.
Alright, let's go. Now down a sandy four-wheel drive track, here we come.
We just aired down the tyres. I think Sam chatted with someone and they said that we need to on this track. And we're heading down to Black Springs to meet up with some friends from Melbourne. Some of Sam's workmates.
Here goes everything.
So we're just leaving Yankee Bay campground at the moment. We just set up about half an hour ago. It's supposed to be quite wet this weekend over the next couple of days. Haven't seen much of it so far, to be honest. It's been kind of scattered, hasn't it?
Yeah, a couple of sprinkles and showers, that's all.
It hasn't been terrible. Yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Let's check out this track.
Severe engine damage. Vehicles can become submerged in deep holes at high tides. Check water depths before entering.
Okay, so we be careful tomorrow.
So in other words, Mummy's going to do some walking in the water.
Where's my towel? What do you think of the track, Henry? Alex?
Very bumpy. I feel like I'm going to be sick.
No, you don't.
Oh, kangaroo there. There's a kangaroo on the road.
Where?
Down there.
Oh, wow.
It disappeared real quick.
Whoa.
Oh my god. It's not a bad
Oh,
four-wheel
man,
drive.
some of the four-wheel drive we used to do in Victoria and the Hilux, this is nothing yet.
Oh, so that's the other campsite, Big Yankee.
Which they say is four-wheel
They
drive.
say that's four-wheel drive only. You can see why.
That's no way.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have got. No way would we got the caravan in here.
We would have got it in.
Danny would
Slow.
never let me go in here.
And he's not here at the moment, mate.
Yeah, so that means he will let
Yeah, but she's watching.
What? Don't tell her that I was in here. That's gonna leave some marks.
Can you see the water up ahead?
Yeah. Are you allowed to go camping anyway?
No,
They actually
no.
say to camp in designated camp spots, Alex. There's little signs up. And with these ones, you have to book in advance and pay for it on the website before you find your site.
No, I mean like when we had the Hilux.
Yeah.
You could just like go out without.
Yeah, we used to free camp a lot in Victoria in unmarked sites. So we used to go to state forests and not really so much in national parks. In national parks, you usually have to camp in designated campgrounds. But in state forests in Victoria, you can pretty much camp anywhere as long as it's a safe clearing.
Find a good flat spot, mate.
Find a good
and call
flat
it home.
spot, not under a gum tree. And yeah, we can usually camp anywhere, which is what we used to do. Find the most remote, away from people, secluded bush camp and just enjoy a relaxed couple of days, usually without phone reception and totally off grid, which is the way we like it, don't we?
That's it. It's getting all rocky again, so we're getting away from the beach. I like rock. Rock's grippy. Hey, big fella. Yeah, all your mates ran away.
We disturbed them, they were just so happily sitting there. See ya! Oh, that's a bit of a hole there, just... What do you think?
Is it fun? Yeah. Ready? Ready for the bumpy bit? Oh.
Fun.
Just a bit. Oh, don't get me, all my extra bits jiggle.
Henry is absolutely loving this. Oh my god. This is so hard to film.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I making a bump around a bit? After some awesome fun on the tracks, we finally got to Black Springs Campground and met up with my mates from work, Bobby and Geba, and their families. We had some fun, a few drinks, cooked up some dinner, and watched the rain, because man did it rain. And then we headed home. start kangaroo hopping down the track.
I was airborne.
So was I.
Is Henry okay?
He's loving it. Whew.
Riders like this.
Happy?
Yeah. Loves it.
Wait, I need to get a shot out here.
There's no waiting.
Oh, you can't stop?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna have...
Probably stop here.
No, don't. It's
No,
fine.
I'm gonna stop here. It's fine. So I'm just clanking around.
Do you wanna go check it?
Check it out. Don't like clean cleaners.
This is incredible. It's a bit wet.
Like a freaking kangaroo. Alright, so we are literally round the corner. Over there, just there on the other side. So I just pulled over. We're just finishing off this sand track, you can see behind me. And heard this big clunk. Couldn't work out what the clunk was. And let me just spin the camera around and show you guys. Thought I better check the boat. And I'm like, I've snapped one of my ratchet straps holding the boat down. Then I checked the back one. I've snapped both ratchet straps. That's what I heard. The boat is literally sitting on top of the car. So, lucky I bought spare ratchet straps.
Our friends from Melbourne had an awesome parcel for us. Our logo, designed by Jackie and printed by Impression Signs, was finally ready for our car and caravan. The next day, we went out for fish and chips for lunch, and then got ready to leave Yangi Bay.
The morning we packed up to leave, Bobby and Geva came to say goodbye.
After leaving, we went into Coffin Bay again to have a look at the oyster farms. We weren't there for long because we had to get back on the road before the rain began.
bury you, bury you, bury you. Okay. Henry, bury you. Dig, dig.
So the boys had an awesome time down at the beach, making sandcastles while I had a fish, and then I hooked a shark.
But you snapped your... Oh my god. What happened?
Well, I think I hooked the shark.
Sheringa Beach gave us spectacular sunsets and misty mornings every morning.
So that's where we're parked up. Caravan's there. This is the camp area at Sheringa Beach Campground. Toilet and shower over there. And this is where you go for the fun. Four-wheel drive beach access. That's where we came from. That's where we are down there.
Henry, what have you got in your mouth? What have you got in your mouth? Show me. Show me. Show me your face. Show me your...
Sandflies.
Oh no! What did you do? Look at your face, Henry. Don't eat the sand, please. Nah, yuck. That's gross. Yuck. That's gross. Yuck.
Well, that didn't last long with Henry. We enjoyed a beautiful sunset, a misty morning, and then checked out Elliston the next day. There is an electrical storm coming in. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this camera, but it is next level.
The next day we headed to Venus Bay, and the first thing we did was put the tinny in. G'day, g'day. So we are at, where are we? We are in Venus Bay, in the caravan park, looking at the beautiful water. We're going to go for a drive today, go get some mail from Port Kenny, maybe drive up, and what are we going to see?
We've heard that the pub there is really cool, so we might check that out. And we're going to go see Murphy's Haystacks, which I believe is between Port Kenny and Streaky Bay. We've also decided not to camp at Streaky Bay. We're not sure what's happening with Coober Pedy, so we're just keeping our options open, and we decided to stay in Venus Bay for 5 nights instead of 2 because we got here and it is magical. Like,
yeah. Took us about, what, 5 minutes to decide to stay here for longer?
Yeah, we literally I said to the lady at reception, I said, can you give us a site that will allow us to extend if we want to? So she moved us to a different one that would allow us to add a couple of nights on, and basically we parked, looked at the water and went, done, we're here for 5 nights. To be honest, if we hadn't already got forward bookings at Coober Pedy and Birdsville, we probably would have even potentially done longer.
Yeah.
It's like 50 centimetres of water. You can get squid just putting along in the bay, and they can put the tinny in like 50 metres away from where our caravan is. I can watch them do it.
Well, turn around and show, literally there is where we can put the boat in.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we're just a bit concerned because of the roads going into Coober Pedy with all the weather that we've had, that we might not be able to get there, and we definitely can't do Birdsville because that's all shut, so we just need to sort of reassess our plans. So we thought here was a good place to reset, get some washing done, except they've lost power today.
Yeah, we got no power in the caravan.
We've got no power in the powered site, so that's okay. These things happen. Lucky we're set up for gas and batteries, so our fridge is still good. All right, we'll show you where we get to.
We picked up our mail from Port Kenny, had an awesome feed at the pub for lunch. We went back to Venus Bay and headed to Talia Caves the next day.
Bit of a late start for us today, isn't it?
Oh, very late.
Very late, but we got washing done, chatted with the neighbours, had a lazy breakfast. We are heading to Talia Caves today. A bit late, to be honest. We probably should have got started earlier.
Hey, what's the time? It's only 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. We got no lunch plans.
I've got lunch in the car.
What have you got?
Rice cakes.
Oh, that's alright. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. We had a big breakfast. The weather here has been beautiful. A little bit windy, as seems to be the case everywhere we go. But it's just been like this perfect, between sort of 25 to 30 degrees. It's just been lovely. And we're seeing all this devastation on the news with the weather everywhere in South Australia, but we haven't sort of really experienced that. We did at Sheringa Beach a little bit with that sandstorm.
Yeah, one sandstorm.
One sandstorm.
We brought most of the dunes with us.
Yeah, we're still cleaning up from that. But other than that, it's been okay. So Sam's got something in his eye from when we were at Sheringa Beach. We think it's a bit of sand or something, so we need to try and find a doctor that can take a look at it.
This one?
Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, it's really irritating him, and we don't want to muck around because it's his eye, so we just need to get it checked out by somebody. It's just there's nothing around here, so apparently the doctors are at, where did they say? At Streaky Bay or Elliston. So we'll go either of those directions tomorrow. Maybe Streaky Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Streaky Bay. We haven't been up there yet, and we want to do Murphy's Haystacks, so we'll probably check that out tomorrow. Talia Caves, and we're going to do the Woolshed Cave first. Here we go.
Alright, family. Let's go wandering.
Wow, look at that. Look down there. You like this sound?
Oh, broken step.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. What can you see, Henry?
Oh, that one's nearly broken too, Janelle.
Oh, right. Look how cold this one is.
Yeah. Whoa, that's a big one.
Deep as me, I reckon.
Deeper than you.
Sea snails. Sea snails in there.
Is there?
Yeah. See that shell there? Yeah.
Okay, so we are in the car heading to Elliston. We have to go to the hospital there to get Sam's eye looked at. It's been about 4 days, I think, or maybe longer. It was since we were at Sheringa and we got into that sandstorm. and his eye's been really scratchy since then. We don't think there's anything in there, but it's a bit hard to tell, so we probably need some medical opinion on that. We've been flushing it with saline and hoping for the best, but it hasn't seemed to work. So yeah, we've got a 1 hour drive because we couldn't be seen in Sheringa Bay. That was the other closest GP clinic, but because we went local, they wouldn't give us an appointment. And I'm getting really over this. We had a problem with that with Alex's vaccinations, but we have an Australian Medicare card, but because we've got a Victoria address on our licences and because we're travelling, we won't be seen anywhere, which it's infuriating me at the moment. But we've got past that, and yeah, we've got some advice to go to Elliston, and we've spoken to the ladies at the hospital and they've said that it's fine to come and get it checked out. On the way back, we're actually going to head back to Talia Caves because we had such a good time there yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to do a solo walk into the Woolshed Cave because I didn't get that photo facing the other way, and I really want that shot on my Canon because I only took my phone yesterday. So it's a beautiful sunny day. What do you reckon it is? About 25? Yeah, it's beautiful weather here. It's not overly windy. We're going to take the tinny out maybe tomorrow if it's not windy. Yeah, if his eye's okay. I haven't had any luck fishing yet. The boys are good. Alex has got into the swing of schoolwork today, so we've done some spelling and some writing, and we'll do some maths later on. We're going to try and approach it as routine as we can. We've cancelled Cooper Pedy and Birdsville. That was meant to be our next sort of loop. Yeah, it's just not going to work with the way that the roads are deteriorated and there's no food or fuel along those routes. It's a bit challenging. So yeah, there's more bad weather on the way. It's predicted to be another like 200 mils of rain over the next week in Cooper Pedy. So it's just not a sensible decision. We've spoken to both caravan parks that we're going to stay at, and they're happy to hold our credit for a year. So we might do that on our loop back when we come back to Melbourne in December this year. We're already in 2022. My goodness. Yeah. So we're going to head to Elliston, do some shopping. There's nothing in Venus Bay. There's like a little grocery store, and then up further there's Port Kenny, which has a pub thing, which we had lunch at, which was awesome. But there's not much around here. It's more for relaxation. We're loving having the ability to put the tinny in really easy, really awesome views, really awesome sunsets. So we've decided, just given what the weather's going to do, we would have loved to camp at Palubi for a couple of nights. We might do that on our way to WA at another time, one day. Because I just don't think it's sensible to take the caravan down to Palubi Beach right now for us anyway. We don't feel comfortable with that with the kids. We'll just wait and see how the weather goes and do that in a couple of weeks maybe. So we've booked in to stay at Whyalla for a week we were going to position ourselves there to see if we could still do Cooper Pedy in a couple of weeks. We'll just watch this space, see what happens.
So we are off to the hospital to get my juicy eye looked at. It comes up in camera, but this eye is killing it. Just a quick hour drive. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. So hopefully I'll get my eye looked at and get it sorted. It's been doing my head in for the last 4 days. But yeah, good fun. And then we might go have a look at a cave on the way back if I can. So I've been to the hospital, and as you can see, Exhibit A, I did have some foreign bodies in my eye. I'm going to say that was sand from the sandstorm. They numbed me up and gave me some orange dye and had a look in and saw that there was things in there. So they flushed it out as best as they could and patched me up and sent me on my way. I'm going to go back and see the doctor tomorrow and get them to have another look at it and check on it and make sure it's all good. So Janelle's now driving, which she loves to do, and we're going back to Talia Caves, and I'm going to sit in the car so I don't fall off a cliff, because walking with one eye is a little bit odd if you're not used to it. Anyway, we'll catch you later. bit of a repeat right now. Car's going onto a tow truck second time, and you can see this nice little patch of oil just come out the exhaust again. The turbo has gone bye-byes again.
We never made it to Sam's checkup appointment at Elliston Hospital. It was at this point filming became a low priority. I'll explain why in the next episode. A lovely travel family around Down Under, Craig and Rachel, responded to our distress call over UHF. Craig ended up driving the kids and I all the way back to Venus Bay. We were halfway to Elliston already, while Rachel and the girls stayed with Sam until the tow truck picked him up. This is a kindness I can never repay, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It meant a lot to us at the time, and it's this kind of kindness that other travel families show that just make me so proud to be part of this travel community. Thank you so much again. We didn't know when we were going to get the car back, so we emptied everything onto our site. We took the tinny off because we thought, why not have the tinny while we're in Venus Bay waiting? And we'll tell you more in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you know when our next video drops. Next episode, I'll explain what's going on for us behind the scenes. The turbo gets replaced, our boat motor fails while we're out on the water, we get WA entry approval, visit Murphy's Haystacks, Henry learns to walk, we spend Valentine's Day at Palubi Beach, say bye to Venus Bay, go through Whyalla and drive all the way to Port Augusta for a review of the car by the manufacturer. It's a jam-packed episode, but it's short because we didn't do much filming. You'll understand why when you watch the episode. Catch you then.